Hello everyone. The next session will be the analysis of the VAT. That means when a client comes to you, how are we going to analyze the VAT for that client? So let's have a look what we need from the client and how can we analyze the VAT. So when a client comes to you, the first thing you ask to the client to get the bank statement, and the bank statement will be for the whole quarter. So if the client submit the VAT quarterly basis, that is very normal. 99% of the company they submit VAT quarterly basis. So what we need to do, we need to look at the client bank statement, and from the bank statement we'll look at how much the client purchased from the supplier with the VAT and for what other reason. For example, this is the bank statement and you can see with the dated with the detail. And after that we have to make some categorize, because all the purchase is not VAT included, and some of the purchase or expense we are not allowed to claim the VAT. For example, we need to identify how much they make the purchase. For example, we can see they paid some money for the go-kart race, and this comes with the VAT, and that means this comes under the purchase. That means the client can claim the VAT. On the other hand, for example, the client paid for the nest, that is for the pension. Now if the client paid for the pension, and obviously we cannot claim the VAT on that, so for that reason we have to categorize all the expenses, and after that we need to see how much is the total expenses for which category, so that we can decide on which category we can claim the VAT and which one is not. On the other hand, we have to do the income analysis. So in the income analysis section we have to see how much is the income we have here. For example, you can see we have an income, and this is basically the sales to the customer, and we have to calculate the output VAT on sales. And once we have all the figure, all we need to do, we need to find the total, how much is the total sales and how much is the total purchase. So you can see once you come down on the total, that will give us the total. So in the total section we will see here how much is the purchase, how much is the sales, and how much is our other cost. For example, for the purchase we can see my total purchase is 28,655, my total wages is 16,244, and the pension is 315, advertising 4150. So we have to identify on which category we can claim the VAT back and which one is not. So for the purchase we can claim the VAT, for the advertising we can claim the VAT, for the professional fee we can claim the VAT, for the consultation fee you can pay the VAT. Now the wages we cannot claim the VAT, the pension there is no VAT there, HMRC payment there is no VAT there, tax payment there is no VAT there, a loan payment there is no VAT there. So if we never paid VAT we cannot claim it back. Now when the total figure come including VAT, we have to see how much is the input VAT there. So if the VAT is inside, normally 20% VAT inside, we can divide by 6 to find how much is the VAT. If you divide by 6 it will show you how much is the VAT. So it shows 4775 is the VAT. Now why divide by 6? Because if you try to get it, is 20 divided over 120 and it will give you the same figure, but for the calculation purpose, to make it faster, we always divide by 6 so that we can identify how much is VAT inside of the purchase. And also we need the net figure to complete the boxes. How we do that? We can do the gross minus the VAT and it will give us the net figure. So from the gross we minus the VAT and that will give us the net purchase, and that's how we can identify how much is the net purchase, because we need it. And that's all my input VAT that we're going to claim, that is 19,940. On the other hand, we have a output VAT for the sales. So this is my total sales and the VAT is 20%, and output VAT we have to times by 20% if it is outside. If it is inside we divide by 6. So this is my gross sales, that means the VAT is already inside, we have to divide by 6. If the VAT is outside we have to multiply by 20%. So VAT is outside, inside, so you have to divide by 6, and that gives me the VAT. Output VAT is this. And we have to identify the net sales as well to complete the boxes. So how we do that? So we have a gross sales minus VAT, and that will give us the net sales. And once we have this one, that means we are ready to complete the boxes. Now all this information you're going to record here. For example, box 1, 27,540, and we can see here box 1, of course it will tell us how much is the input VAT going to claim. And you can see here, if we click, it shows the VAT analysis, and this is my VAT that we're going to claim. And the few VAT we can claim, few VAT we cannot claim, so it will be the total of that. And if we can claim more than that, we can put it there. And this is the VAT due, 27,000, the output VAT. So you can check how much is the output VAT. You can see here, that's my output VAT, box number 1, 27,540, and it's here. So we are claiming, we are paying this VAT, so it's output VAT. There is no acquisition from the European country or EC member, so there is no VAT on acquisition. So that's the total VAT due to HMRC, box number 3. Box number 4 is all about how much VAT we're going to claim from HMRC. So HMRC will pay us back. So you're going to check that. That is the total of the input VAT, that is 19,940 is the total of this. All this VAT we can claim back. So you can see here is 19,940, and after that, if we find the difference is 7,600. This is my net VAT that I have to pay because my output VAT is 27,000 and the input VAT is 19,000. That means we have to pay to HMRC. If it is opposite, we're going to claim it back. And after box number 6, we have to say how much is the total sales excluding the VAT. So that's why I need the net sales. If you remember, we find the net sales, that is 137,702. We're going to record this one in this box. And the purchase, how much is the net purchase? Net means that there should not be any VAT inside, and that's my net purchase that we have calculated, 23,879, and this is here. We don't have any dispatch or sales to the European country. We don't have any purchase from the European country, so that's why the box 8 and 9 is empty. And that's how, after the analysis of the VAT return, we have to complete these boxes. And once these boxes are completed, we are ready to submit our VAT return. So now we're going to see how can we submit the VAT return once this boxes is completed. So you're going to go back and we're going to see from the software how can we submit this VAT return. So in the next session, I'm going to show you how to submit the VAT return from this Excel file.